Darius Satterfield has officially signed with Elizabeth City State University here in a ceremony here at Orange High Gymnasium. Darius, it was interesting because probably when you were about 8 or 9 years old, you envisioned a day like this, but you envisioned it playing soccer.
Well, yeah, a little different sport. Yeah, a little different sport. Started playing soccer when I was 4. Played for, I guess, Mebane Youth Soccer Association. Played for Triangle. And that's when I met Dave. His next year coming up.
Yep, I am.
And so it's been a crazy ride. I always imagined myself playing soccer until, I guess, junior year coming to senior year. I kind of flipped brains and football was when I was locked in on. So
it was injuries that forced that. Coach Bowman, the men's soccer coach, was here today. So when you realized you couldn't play soccer, was there a certain amount of hopelessness that sank in?
Oh, of course. Of course, when you do something you love that much and something like that, like an injury pops up, it hurts. But, I help with the guidance of my parents and friends and family. I got through it, and here we are today.
So you transitioned to being a punter, and we talked about this once before, actually, back in the fall, but you couldn't have done it without Bill Renner.
Right.
How much of an influence was he?
Oh, man. Coach Renner, I don't know how much I can say about him, man. We started working the April of the COVID year, was that 2020? We started getting work in April. And he knows, my parents know how bad of a kicker I was. That first practice that we had, I probably only hit 6 field goals out of probably the 40 that we kicked that day. But he's trained me to the point where I'm hitting 39 out of 40 now. So
really?
It's been a ride. It's been I don't know what I don't know where I would be without him. He has single-handedly changed my life and my family's life. So it's definitely been
This is a broad question, but how demanding was he?
It wasn't really demanding. It was just him making sure I noticed what I did when I messed up and when I did it right, so I can be consistent. His whole philosophy is just consistency, which is every kicker's philosophy, but he really drilled in on the consistency part of kicking.
So it was more meticulous than demanding.
Right.
So you made it now to football, and you're going. How important was it for you to go to an HBCU?
Of course, it's always important. Both my parents graduated from HBCU at North Carolina Central. So growing up, always going to their football games every Saturdays in the fall. It was always important. Giving back to the communities that gave me a lot and gave my parents a lot is always one of the most important things ever.
Probably instilled a hatred of A&T too.
Right.
Because I used to talk to some Central coaches, and that is what it is.
It's drilled in.
What's going to be your goal? It's interesting because you're going to be competing against a friend here for the starting job at Elizabeth City State. So that'll be another peculiar transition, right?
Right. But competition only makes us better. Diamonds grow in the rough, so we're just gonna make each other better. That's the end goal.
Yeah. Darius, I think you could do a career as a broadcaster too, because you got a smooth voice and great delivery too. So, best of luck to you. I really admire the transition you made, and also the money that you raised for cancer last season. So, you've done a great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.